Hey everyone, my name's Chris Lambert, and my favorite thing about Black Widow was that I really liked it. I loved it. I wasn't sure. I was really nervous because I feel like Black Widow had been the character that was kind of the hardest to get into in the MCU. Not because Scarlett Johansson didn't play the role well, not that she wasn't engaging and that she didn't shine in the moments that she had. It's just there wasn't a lot of backstory for the character. You weren't getting individual movies the way that Iron Man was getting an individual movie. The same thing with Thor and even Hulk. But the Guardians, she was kind of making appearances here and there and developing over time. And I think by the time we got to Infinity War and Endgame, Scarlett Johansson had finally really settled into the character, and we were getting the best versions of Black Widow that we had gotten up to that point. It was a long, long slog to get there, but she was finally really coming into her own. And then everything happens in Endgame, right? But it left us kind of wondering, at least left me wondering, how the Black Widow movie was going to be. Was this going to be a continuation of the character that we had finally fully developed into this person that had dynamic range, like cares, interest, humanity, and that wasn't just posing and looking stern the way she did in the first Avengers movie, or not? Or was it going to be just kind of a misfire? And I really think that this movie hit on all cylinders, from the action to the emotion to the character development to developing new characters like Florence Pugh playing Black Widow's sister just did such a phenomenal job, to where I was like, I can't wait to see her in more movies. Like, the movie kept having me alternate between laughing and crying all the time because I was really feeling all the emotional aspects from the upbringing. It's making me tear up just thinking about it now. But like the family elements from the dinner scene to actually like the Harvey Weinstein elements with the main villain. That guy in the middle who's, ugh. I just found it to be a very cathartic and engaging film. And it reminded me a lot of Captain America Winter Soldier. And just the fact that when you look back at the original Marvel movies, Iron Man is a pretty small movie. Same with Incredible Hulk, Thor. They're pretty like narrow plots, which you don't have to go big to be good, right? They're very good movies. I love Incredible Hulk, I think, more than most people. But Captain America First Avenger was one that I didn't quite like. It felt a little bland. And while Marvel's The Avengers, the first Avengers movie, really felt like a triumph at the time, I think in hindsight we see how relatively small it is to some of the movies we get in the future, especially things like Civil War, Infinity War, like these big epics that make Avengers feel kind of quaint and cute by comparison. But I think Captain America Winter Soldier was the first Marvel movie that was truly, truly excellent. Just engaging start to finish, that range of thrilling, emotional, epic in ways that some of the other movies weren't. And just like high quality start to finish. And it's not to say that Iron Man wasn't high quality or the Avengers was at high quality. It's just the scope and scale of Winter Soldier was so much larger than those movies. It felt like, in comparison, that it just felt more of a triumph when it succeeded start to finish. And I feel like Black Widow is very much in that vein of being this standalone character epic that really works and feels relative to like Infinity War and Endgame, which are huge because of the amount of characters and scope the plot. But just when it comes to a single character, so satisfying that it could pull off such a bold story and keep it engaging. It's like, how long? 2 hours and 2.5 hours runtime? It felt like it felt shorter to me while still containing as much as it contained. So I just think it was really well done start to finish, and what a send off for Scarlett Johansson's Black Widow. It's a shame she had to wait so long for this movie to come out, but it was worth the wait. So I'm so happy this movie was as awesome as it was, and I hope you enjoyed it as well. And if you didn't, just keep rewatching it until you do, you know? Maybe one day it'll click. All right, that's it. Cheers.